Hello guys, welcome to my channel. I'm Cardinal T. Hermino, and today we're talking about the measures of central tendency. As you can see here on the presentation, meron tayong mean, median, and the mode, at mamaya ay matatalakay natin yan. So first, what is the measures of central tendency? In statistics, a central tendency is a central or typical value for a probability distribution. Colloquially, measures of central tendency are often called averages. Sa central tendency, it determines the central theta distribution. So, next na tayo. Nakita nyo naman kanina sa introduction or for the first presentation na meron tayong mean, median, and mode, at ngayon ay pag-uusapan na natin siya. So, ano nga ba ang mean? Mean, it is found by adding all numbers in a dataset and then dividing by the number of values in the set. So, mean is also known as the average. So, familiar naman siguro kayo doon. And, paano nga ba kupitin ang mean? So, it is found by adding all numbers. So, you need to find the sum or the total value of all numbers sa isang dataset and then di-divide mo siya. Di-divide mo ngayon kung ilang datas ang meron sa isang dataset. Then, for the median, the middle value when a dataset is ordered from least to greatest. So, ang median ay ang middle data. So, it's up to you kung i-arrange mo siya from least to greatest, o pwede rin naman na mas malaki o malaki muna, papaliit. So, that is the first step you need to do when finding for the median. And then the last one is the mode. It is the number that occurs most often in a dataset. So, mode is the most frequent or the most repeated data sa isang dataset. So, ito yung madalas mag-appear o ito yung mas maraming times na lumabas yung data na yon sa isang dataset. So, today or sa video na ito ay tatalakayin muna natin ngayon ang mean at susunod na mga videos ang median and the mode. So, sa mean, meron tayong formulas. So, we have the formula for ungrouped data and for group data. So, sa ungrouped data, we have here the x bar is equal to the summation of x sub I over n. And then, for the group data, we have x bar is equal to the summation of fm over n, or pwede rin naman x bar is equal to the summation of fx because the class mark is denoted as x, pwede rin naman m because it is the midpoint. So, ayan. So, first tatalakayin muna natin ang mean for ungrouped data. So, mean for ungrouped data, here is the formula for that. So, x bar is equal to the summation of x sub I over n, where x bar is the mean. So, ito yung hanapin natin, mean. And the summation of x or the x sub I is the sum of all numbers. And n is the number of scores. For example, the data below are the scores of students in a math quiz. So, ito yung magiging example natin. So, we have 75, 88, 72, 95, 77, 85, 80, and the last one is 83. So, for ungrouped data, kung mapapansin nyo, so, di ba nga meron tayong ungrouped data and the group data. Para mas madaling ma-identify kung ano yung dalawa na yon, sa ungrouped data, kung mapapansin nyo, sabog-sabog siya. Ayan, ganyan. Para siyang hindi arranged, so hiwa-hiwalay siyang ganyan. And then, sa group data, pag sinabi natin group, ibig sabihin, organized na siya. Meron na siyang table, ganon. Dito muna tayo sa ungroup. So, ito yung example natin. So, how to compute? So, we need to find the mean. How to compute the mean for ungrouped data. So, ito yung mga data natin. We have 75, 88, 72, 95, 77, 85, 80, and the last one is 83. So, ayan, kailangan muna natin mag-compute. So, we have the formula of x bar is equal to the summation of x sub I and over Ayan. So, gagawin lang natin dito ay kunin natin yung total na to. So, ang average na to or the total of all the datas. So, we have x is equal to yan. So, we need to add all of this. So, 75 plus 88 plus 72 plus 95 plus ngayon natin sa 77 plus 85 plus 80 and plus 83. So, pwede rin naman natin ilagay natin siya dito. Pari 75 ayan, plus 88 and so on para makuha ngayon yung kabuuan. At para sa n natin, ang n natin ay kung ilan meron sila. So, we have 75, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. So, we have 8. Yan. And then, ang total na to, compute mo lang siya, add mo lang siya lahat, yung 8 na yan. At ang total niyan ay 655. So, bring down natin 8 kasi over natin yan siya yung n natin. And our mean, or x bar, is equal to 81.88. So, yan. Decimal yan. Yan. So, 655 divided by 8 is equal to 81.88. So, remind ko lang kayo na dapat lagi tayo naka-round off. And then next, meron tayo ngayong group data. So, ang group data natin ngayon, ito ang formula natin. X bar is equal to the summation of Fm or Fx nga ang sinabi ko kanina over N. Where X bar is the arithmetic mean. So, ito yung kailangan natin hanapin sa group data. And M is the midpoint or X nga natin is, so, kasi ang hinahanap natin dyan ay ang class mark. Ang class mark is denoted by X. So, M din naman ang nakalagay dito, kaya yun yung midpoint natin. And then, summation, ito, kabuuan. Summation of Fm is the sum of the product of midpoint times the frequency. And then, N is the number of cases. So, for example, the table 1 shows the scores of 50 students in an examination. So, katulad ng sinabi ko kanina, ang group data ay organized na siya. So, meron na tayong table ngayon, meron tayong class interval and the frequency that is denoted by F. So, sa class interval, meron tayong 91 to 100, 81 to 90, 71 to 80, 61 to 70, 51 to 60, 41 to 50, and 31 to 40. So, frequency, meron tayong 10, 12, 8, 5, 6, 4, and 5. So, ang total na to, sa frequency natin, kailangan, ito kasi yung times na, kung ilang students, ang nakakuha ng scores ng 91. So, 91 to 100, meron tayong 10 students at ang kabuuan niyan ay itong 50 students. Ayun ang magiging N natin mamaya. So, how to find for the mean sa ating group data? So, meron tayong class interval, the given class interval and the frequency denoted by F. And then, class mark muna ang kailangan nating hanapin. Class mark is denoted by X. And then, ayan. Ang class mark kasi natin, siya yung midpoint. Siya yung pinakagitna. So, ang kailangan mo hanapin ay yung gitna nito, 91 to 100. Pwede mo naman siyang manu-manuhin na, kunyari meron tayong 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, and then 100. So, kung hahanapin natin yung midpoint niya o yung gitna niya, pupokus tayo sa pang 5th and pang 6th. So, we have 95, 96. Ang gitna nun ay 95.5. Siyempre, kasi dalawa siya. So, i-add natin siya ngayon and then divided by 2. Ganon. Ito naman, para mas mapadali kayo, meron tayong formula para sa class mark na class mark is equal to lower limit or lower value plus high value divided by 2. So, ang lower limit kasi natin, etong 91, at ang high value natin, etong 100. So we have 91 plus 100 is equal to or divided by 2, then it is equal to 191 divided by 2. At ang class mark ngayon natin ay 95.5. So divide mo lang yan, ito yung makakuha mo. Lagay mo siya ngayon dito, and then sunod-sunod lang siya hanggang sa makatapos sa dulo. So ayan. Meron na ngayon tayong 95.5. So we have the 95.5. Yan, and then 85.5 and 75.5. Medyo pangit yung pagkakapen dito kasi mahirap mahirap galawin yung cursor kasi naka-mouse tayo. So we have 65.5, 55.5, 45.5, 35.5. Ayan. So, nakuha na natin ngayon yung class mark. And then, sa fx naman, kung napapansin nyo dito, di ba may fx tayo. So, that is the product of the frequency and the class mark. So, frequency is denoted by f, class mark naman is x. So, multiply. So, 10 times 95.5, and ganun lang, we have 955. Ito naman ay 1,026. Tapos 604. 327. So 300 to 300, yan, 27.5. And then 333, 182, and then 177.5. So, yun lang. Paano ulit para makakuha yung fx? So, we need to multiply these two datas, the 10 and 95.5, 955, nasa makaabot dito sa last data. So, next naman ay kunin yung total na tong fx, itong 955 hanggang 177.5. So, add lang natin siya. Meron tayong 3,605. Ayan. Next naman is to find the n. Ang n natin kasi, it is the total frequency. So, meron tayong 10 plus 12, 22 plus 8 is 30, 35, and then 41, 45, and the last one is 5. 41 plus 5 is 50. Ayan. So, yun yung n natin ngayon. Sa group data, ang formula natin is x bar is equal to the summation of fm or fx over n. So, ang summation, ito yung total, ito yung kabuuan. And, lagyan natin ngayon, ito ngayon yung fm natin or fx. That's the summation. We have 3,605 over n na 50. And that is equal to 72.10. Ayan. So, ito ngayon yung mean for group data natin. So, dapat lagi tayo naka-round up pa. Minsan, lumalabas dyan ay 72.1. So, matik na yun na may 0 sa dulo. So, we have 72.10 sa ating group data. And, that's it. Sana ay marami kayong natutunan sa video na ito. And if you have any suggestion, review, or comments, just comment down below. And don't forget to like this video and subscribe my channel.